Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my July favourites. If you are new here though, please do click subscribe. If you are a loyal subscriber, thank you so much for getting me to 2,000. At the end of August, at the end of this month, it will be a year since I started YouTube, and although sometimes it's been difficult to juggle YouTube and working full time, it has been such a great outlet for me personally, so I'm so happy I started, and it's so lovely to see that my channel is slowly but steadily increasing, alhamdulillah. So anyway, I'm going to get straight into this because I do have a tendency to ramble on and on. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay, because my mic is kind of far away. It looks like I'm quite close to the camera, but I'm not. Like I said, I'm making do with what I have. I'm going to go into everything I've been loving recently. I haven't done a favourites video in a while because obviously I had to take a bit of a break. July in one word would be emotional. really emotional. It's been a really challenging month, and actually from an NQT standpoint I didn't realise how exhausting the end of term could get, which sounds a little bit naive, but I just didn't. I didn't realise how tiring it would be when you have your own class. But anyway, I will be talking about that in a whole other video. By the way, if you do have any specific questions or if you just want to chat to me, then make sure you follow me on my Instagram. It's at the Blushing Giraffe. I often do like post like leave me any questions or anything for like Q&A videos, which I have a few of those coming up. So do follow me on there if you're not already. And that is enough of the plugs. So because I haven't done a monthly makeup bag in a while, I thought I would talk about some of my sort of makeup and skincare favourites, and then I'll go into miscellaneous things. The first thing is actually this Rodial powder. This is the Rodial Instaglam Compact Deluxe Banana Powder in 05, and this is what it looks like. It is a very beautiful yellow bright colour. This is a Real Techniques contour brush. I'm just going to take a little bit on my brush and just apply under the eye. Now if we compare the two, automatically this side to me looks so much brighter and more airbrushed, so I've been absolutely obsessed with this, and I want to say a huge thank you to Safia and Safia Tasneem. Lots of you guys, I'm sure all of you guys actually probably follow her. If you don't, you need to. She is like the OG Muslim Asian beauty blogger, and she's so sweet and lovely. I spoke about her in another favourites, but she actually sent me this, which was really lovely because this powder is so expensive. I saw it first on Layla Rose's channel and I loved the look of it, and I am just going to keep this side highlighted because why not? But yeah, so I saw it on her channel, and then I remember I was just talking to Saf about it, and she had another version in a palette, so she was just like, I don't need two, so you can have this, and that was just really sweet. She's such a sweetheart. And something else makeup related I've been loving is the Revolution Pro microblading pencil. Now my only critique with this pencil is nowhere on the packaging does it have a name, a shade name, which is so annoying because I've got quite a few of these. When they had like a promotion on, I got like most of the shades that were suitable for me. Dark brown is too dark for me, but anyway, this is pretty much like your ABH Brow Wiz, like the Colourpop pencil, but I would say this is my favourite one of all time. This is £4 and it works just as well as £16 pencils or £20 pencils, and for me it's just much more accessible than the Colourpop ones, but also the formula is really good, and the spoolie is great too. So the shades that have worked for me are chocolate is a little bit on the light side, maybe for the front of the brow it's good. Medium brown is nice too. I also have soft brown, which I haven't tried yet, which is still in the packet, but I have been loving these, and this is definitely going to become like my HG pencil. I just find it so easy to do my brows now. I haven't used a pomade or a powder or anything else in the longest time. This is all I've been using since end of May, and I have not looked back, so loving this. Skincare wise, I have been obsessed with the Body Shop Chamomile Silky Cleansing Oil. Just manages to break down all the makeup and the dirt and the grease on your face so easily, and I feel like it doesn't leave a disgusting sticky oily residue behind either. I talk about this more in my skincare routine, which is the next video coming up, which you'll be happy to hear. But yeah, that's what I've been loving, as well as the Vanity Planet Spin for Perfect Skin brush. This is my second brush. The first one I accidentally broke, but this brush is fantastic. It really just helps to dislodge any of the excess grime and grossness on your face, and also manages to really, I feel like, clean out your pores. That's why I love this. I don't unfortunately have a code for you guys. I can leave the one that I use down below if you want. I massively love this, and if you're not using a cleansing brush already, then I definitely recommend you pick this one up. It's about £35 including delivery, and although it's like a very American brand and a lot of American YouTubers were like hyping it up and stuff. They have a warehouse based in the UK, so it will get to you in a couple of days, which is great. Okay, to describe July in another word, it would be sweaty, hot, disgusting, heat wave. We had a huge heat wave in July, and you know, most people were like, this is not right, like this is not how summer's supposed to be. Clearly this is like global warming coming at us like really badly. This is not normal. And for us in the UK, the reason why so many people were complaining about it is because we don't have AC. We're not equipped for this weather. So it was such a struggle, like the last 2 weeks of work and then like the first week of the holidays, just so lethargic, and I felt like I couldn't do anything, and upstairs was like being in a sauna. So the only thing that has really been helping me is this little guy here. It's from Tiger. It was like £7 and it's like a desktop fan, so it's got a USB ending. So I just plug it in with my charger and I had this on all the time. Sticking to the summer theme, the sunglasses of the year for me have been the Desi X Key glasses. These are the Desi Key collaboration, and they are finally very easily accessible to us in the UK. They are available from ASOS. They're 50 quid a pair, even for the minis, which is pretty expensive, but it's not like designer like price, you know, like it's not like Ray-Ban like over £100. And obviously you go wait for the sale, and I also had like a £10 voucher. So that's why I love shopping on ASOS so much, because you know, the more you shop, the more vouchers you get. In this case, I got these for 30 quid in the end because I used my discount, so you can get a good deal with these, is basically what I'm saying. They're pretty big for my face. I do look a bit like a pilot in them, but I don't really care because the coverage that it gives for my face is amazing. It covers all of this area, so it protects so much of my face from the sun, and they're just very, very comfortable to wear. They've got the sort of nose things here, which means that they stay onto your face in a more secure way. And I've had sunglasses from Key before, and I know that they're very, very high quality. And talking about summer as well, this guy has been a favourite. This is my pineapple cup from Urban Outfitters. From Monday this week, I've kind of been on a mission to not exactly lose weight, but just to sort of keep an eye out on what I'm eating. So kind of starting my healthy journey, as I called it on Twitter, and I would recommend you follow me on there if you want to follow along with this. But I just wanted to stop making so many trips to supermarkets, stop buying so much bad food that I know is just going to make me feel worse about myself. At the end of Ramadan, I was actually feeling pretty trim, and I'd lost like a decent amount of weight for me, and I felt really good in myself. And then I just piled it back on, and I've realised that I definitely am an emotional eater. When I'm feeling stressed, when I'm feeling upset, I eat, and I just kind of binge eat as well. And it's not anything serious really, but it could turn to something serious if I don't sort of keep an eye on it. I just thought, well, now it's summer holidays, this is a time for me to really look after myself. I don't have, you know, to be thinking about lessons and X, Y and Z at school. Obviously I will be thinking about school later on in the holidays, but I really want to get my self-care like on point, and I just wanted to make sure that I was putting myself first. So the first thing obviously is increasing my water intake, and usually I'm not very good at drinking water. I drink at least 2 glasses per meal, so like every lunch and every dinner, but that's it. Then I won't really drink it throughout the day. I have various different water bottles and I lose them, I don't look after them. I'm not very good at just maintaining it and being consistent with it. So when I saw this on the Urban Outfitters sale, which I think it's still on sale, so I'll link it below if it is, I just thought I had to pick it up because it's such a fun way to drink water. It just makes me happy, you know, and it's the little things in life at the end of the day. So yeah, I've been massively loving this, and this is about 750 millilitres, and I've been drinking about 5 of these, which is quite a lot for me. And honestly, I cannot even tell you the difference I have noticed in myself. First of all, in my body, like I feel so much less bloated now that I've been like not gorging on junk food and also drinking more water, and I just feel like my skin is looking fantastic. I've been like going out and about without makeup on for the last few days. And then something else from Urban Outfitters that I picked up is this portable speaker, which is in the palm print. These are usually £25 and I got it for about £10. So yeah, I've just been really enjoying playing whatever I'm listening to on my phone, on my speaker, especially because like I said, I'm doing this big spring clean, and cleaning can get really, really monotonous and boring boring, if you're not listening to something, and whether that's music or whether that's like a podcast. If you guys have any good podcast recommendations, let me know down below. I have been listening to a bit of both, and also sometimes just listen to videos on YouTube that have been in a playlist. So yeah, I've just been enjoying having this sort of blasting around my room and really being able to get on with what I need to do. And last but not least, let's talk about my Netflix favourites. So I started a series and finished it pretty much in 3.5 weeks, which is ridiculous because there was 2 seasons to it and quite a lot of episodes. But what I have been absolutely obsessed with is Designated Survivor on Netflix. Honestly, it is such an amazing show, and I've heard that they might not be bringing back series 3, which I think is a real shame if they don't, because I have loved it. Honestly, it's amazing. To kind of give you guys a brief summary, the Designated Survivor is basically someone in the US government who isn't too close to sort of the hierarchy, the top of the hierarchy, and they are like the designated person who will survive if there was ever to be like some massive attack on the country. And unfortunately that's what happens. There's a huge attack and the whole government is like obliterated all in one go, and then this Designated Survivor is thrust into the limelight as the president, and he kind of, you know, has no desire to be president. He didn't want to be, he didn't run the election for it. He just has to like sort of take it by the reins and like kind of get on with it, and it's all about the way he sort of tries to shape America, but not from a political standpoint in a way, because, well, obviously it is about politics, but he's not a politician, he was an architect, and so he doesn't think like a politician as such, and I think that makes it a bit more maybe relatable to those of us who are also not politicians. So yeah, I've been absolutely obsessed with that. I couldn't stop watching that from the start to the end. It was so engaging and so interesting to see what was going to happen, and there's also like a second storyline running alongside it with like the spies and the FBI, and it's just so interesting and so entertaining and so gripping as well. And I also really like that there's nothing sort of unnecessary or like vulgar about it either. It's just a really good show to watch. So I hope they bring back season 3, and if you're into sort of like political programs kind of, then you will really enjoy it. It's similar to Scandal and it's similar to House of Cards, but House of Cards I couldn't really get into. I watched that like 2 years ago and I couldn't really get into it. Scandal I really enjoyed because of the way that they sort of broke down the storyline and they broke down the mysteries and the problems, and Designated Survivor is kind of in between, but I absolutely love it, so definitely do check that out. I'm also going to be getting around to watching your guys' recommendations this summer, hopefully. I know there's like 2 or 3 Spanish series that I've been recommended to watch. My only issue with that is obviously you have to be reading subtitles and like watching it very intently, and I'm not one of those people usually, unless it's something like Designated Survivor where I can't put it down. I like to kind of just on a Netflix series and like have it on in the background while I'm doing other things, because I'm still paying attention, but I just feel like I can't waste so much time just sitting there watching it. And my final favourite of the month before I wrap this video up is The Incredibles 2. I went to go and see it with my cousins and my sisters, and it was really good. When the first one came out, I believe I was in year 4 or year 5, which is, you know, a long time ago. It's been a while since they brought it out, and it was a bit weird as well because there wasn't any time gap between the 2 films, even though there was like a huge, like in reality there was a huge like 14-year gap. What you pretty much picked off where it left off, but it was a really good film. I'm not going to give any spoilers away. It was really funny, and it was actually interestingly like focused on a lot of issues that are sort of brought up into the social media world, I want to say now, like women empowerment and you know, like working as parents and the gender roles and things like that. It's interesting in a kids film kind of way, so I thought it was quite clever the way they did that. I also loved the little movie at the start, which was so unexpected, but it was about maybe a 5-minute short movie, and it was just very heartwarming. If you guys have watched Incredibles 2, let me know what you thought of the movie. Obviously the dumpling was completely a metaphor, which I got from the start, but I'm not sure that everyone necessarily got it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!